Be true to you. Be true to you. Ooh, being true to you. Boom. Be true to you. Hello, everyone. Hi, Biddy. Oh, yes. Okay. He is so excited because we have a special guest that we are going to bring right now onto the show. And let's give a virtual round of applause, snap, snap, snaps for our rock star, Helena. Come to the show. Woot, woot, woot. Say hello to your audience.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Okay. Biddy just said that he's gonna try to go find some more honey. He's gonna go make a breakfast. Okay, so all right, Biddy. So we'll see you later on to the show. Okay, so hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for being on the show. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So how are you doing so far on the Saturday?
I'm doing pretty good. Tired, but we're
Tired?
still alive. So
Yep, I definitely hear you on that. All right, well, thank you so much for being on our Buzz Social podcast, more of a talk show these days. All right, so let's get started with, can you please tell us your name, your age, the city and state you live in, blah, 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 go.
hello, my name is Helena. I am 13 and I live in Astoria, New York.
Woo, woo, woo. How do we know each other? Can you tell everyone how we know each other?
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
We live right next to, and she was also, she helped me for my high school interviews. They helped so much.
Yay!
Like my top high school choice, and I'm so happy. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad I was able to help. And it's just so funny how we like one day were like, hey, we live next door to each other. And your mom was like, yeah, she wants to do acting. And do you do that? And can you coach her? And I was like, yes, I would love that. So that's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Thank you so much for joining our show. So our first question is, what do you think it's like being a kid these days prior to COVID-19? So before COVID-19 started, what was it like being a kid?
Being a kid is actually like a lot more difficult than people think because we're constantly fed, like whether it's through the media, whether it's through teachers, like adults, like even other kids, like we're fed a bunch of information and then we process that into like believing certain things. A lot of the times it is positive, but sometimes it can be negative, and that's why a lot of kids like they aren't in their best mindset. And a lot of my friends, they're just like they don't feel the best about themselves because they've been told these things. And like back then, like they didn't have access to all the things we have now. And I really am thankful for this, for like all the opinions, all the information. But sometimes it can be a bit negative, and I just try to keep like myself in check to like not process things the wrong way, you know?
Yeah, sure. Cool. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is really awesome. All right, so our next question, what does a typical school day look like for you? So this is all before COVID-19 happened. So what would school look like? How would you wake up? What would you do?
I would wake up, I would like get ready in the morning. I would leave my house maybe around 7:40, walk to school. It's really close to my house, so it doesn't take long. And
Okay.
then I would like talk to my friends before the school starts, then go to my homeroom, and then we'd talk some more. And then we just go throughout the day learning. Lunch, talk some more, learning. And then
Okay.
usually, after school, I have either some activities like theater, or I just go hang out with my friends. Majority of the day, I try to talk to as many people as possible while still not trying to annoy the teachers. So
Yeah, okay.
it's a really nice day, though.
Okay, cool. All right, so that all sounds great. So to keep on the roll and the ball of this subject about school. So what is one of your favorite school subjects and why? So you were saying you'd go to a class, learning, talking. But which one of those talking, which what did you like? What do you like the most? What's your favorite school subject and why?
Um, Probably English because, like, with history, science, math, like it's very like by the book, but with English you can have a bit more creativity, and I love
Okay.
to just kind of like explore that. And what like I was talking with like people in my class, we always have like debates and like just a bunch of talks about like how we can improve, or like like let's say we're reading a book and then we can talk about the author's opinion, and then we could base like the entire conversation just off that for like
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, sure. That's awesome. What book were you currently reading in school, or what is your favorite book that you've read so far?
Currently, we are reading Unbroken. I think it's Hillenburn, something like that.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
it's about how this character named Louis Zamperini. It was based off of a true story. He was a very like bad kid. He did the worst things you can imagine: theft, like ran away from home, did a lot of illegal things, and then he
Okay.
transformed himself to be an Olympic runner. And then,
Wow.
but unfortunately, it was during the time of, I believe, World War II. And
Mhm.
then he had to be drafted into the army. And it's about how his journey through the army and his time in as a POW in Japan. And it was just
Wow.
a very nice book.
So you finished that book. You completed that.
No, not yet. I'm about
Oh.
maybe like three-fourths of the way done because we have to read it
Ooh.
according to how the teacher reads it. So I think I'm on chapter 25. We're like
Okay.
three-fourths of
Okay.
the way
And
done. Yeah.
when are you finished with school? Are you still you're still in school right now? School's not over for you?
Mhm.
When is the last week of school?
We have graduation the 19th, so I think it's done by
Oh.
then, but it
Okay.
all
Okay.
depends on how they do it.
Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing all that. So now speaking of school, how would you get ready in the morning? Because breakfast, you start off the day with breakfast. That's the most important meal of the day. So
Yeah.
well, what do you usually eat for breakfast? What kind of things do you eat?
It it completely depends on, like, what is available, like, if we
Yeah.
don't have anything, I just, like, eat a banana and then, like, dip, but, like, I usually have toast.
Toast.
Toast is, like, my
Okay.
go-to.
That's not very nutritional, but toast. Okay, toast. That's cool. You know what? I had for breakfast today? I had some oatmeal. That's what I had for breakfast. You know what? My Biddy the Bee, I'm kind of wondering what Biddy had for breakfast because he loves eating breakfast. It's like he loves that it's the most important meal of the day. So why don't we just check in with Biddy and see what he had for breakfast? So, Biddy, there's Biddy. Hey.
Hi
Hey,
guys,
Biddy.
it's
Oh,
Biddy.
hi. Are you making breakfast right
Yes, I'm making my favorite smoothie.
Ooh, okay. So, can you please tell us what's in your favorite smoothie?
All right, so I have one of those really quick immersion blenders,
Okay.
the Nutra Ninja. It's really fast and powerful, breaks everything down. So if you throw like hard things in there, it blends it really easily. So
Yeah.
let's begin.
Okay.
First,
All right.
we're gonna start with some dog treats. I bet you didn't know that bees can eat dog treats too. So we
I
got
did
some
not know.
bacon. Just drop it in there. Next, I like to add some carrots. These are canned carrots. They're really high in vitamin C and healthy for you.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna add some canned mushrooms. Mushrooms are a great source of protein and they got lots of vitamins in them. So we're gonna put some mushrooms in there as well. And of course, bees love honey. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
add a lot of honey. And then we got some healthy oil. Oil's really good first thing in the morning. You need a little bit of fat so that you absorb all the vitamins. So just a little bit of olive oil. Just a couple teaspoons will do.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And then because I need a little caffeine in the morning, we got some leftover coffee. So just add that in there as well.
Oh.
And you just blend everything up. Sorry, it's a little loud.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. I can't. I can't.
Oh,
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
all right. So this is what it looks like. Everything blended together. Yummy.
Yup, that looks yup. That Looks like it's gonna be delicious. Oh, you're
Mm.
definitely straight.
It's so good. It's sweet and savory. So I really suggest you giving it a try.
Okay. All right,
Cheers,
Biddy.
Toby.
Cheers. Awesome. Okay, bye, Biddy.
Bye.
Wow. That just happened. That just happened. For
Yeah.
those of you who are just joining us, for those who are watching us, we just took a little commercial break to see, because we were talking about breakfast, most important meal of the day. Helena, she has toast. I had oatmeal, and Biddy had some a smoothie with mushrooms and dog treats, oil, and some coffee.
And
He said
carrots?
like and carrots. Yeah, he said a teaspoon of oil, but he kind of just put the whole thing in there, and then he just drank all of that.
Mm.
So, all right, back to the show. So, that was really awesome seeing what Biddy has for breakfast. Okay, so, Helena, what has been one of your favorite moments that has happened to you in school so far in your life?
I have this lovely friend group. It contains of like three different girls, and then I think it was the first day that all three of us just hanged out. It's like not like your like normal hangout where like of course we were in school because we have things to do after school, so we just kind of went to lunch, went upstairs,
Yeah.
and just kind of did the weirdest things. Like we drew weird
Like what?
pictures, we just kind of like joked around, messed with the teachers, sat
Okay,
in a
okay.
floor around like a bunch of folders, and it was just like we had so much fun.
That sounds awesome. Cool. All right, and these girls live in the neighborhood?
Yeah, well,
That's
some of
cool.
them do.
Awesome. Some of them. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Next question. Can you remember something that one of your teachers told you, something that has stuck with you in a positive way or changed the way that you think?
Um, I was having a talk with one of my music teachers and another one of my friends, and we were talking about like how much we've changed since like elementary school. And then she said this. She sounded like one of those like wise people that in like the movies. And she's like, just
Okay.
because a part of you change doesn't mean the whole does. And like she's kind of saying just because a part of you changes doesn't mean like your entire personality does as well. Like of course there are going to be some parts of you that will like stay from the past, but like as you grow as a person, like there'll always be like a part of you from when you were young or like even just recently that will always stick with you.
Oh, that's really cool. I really, really like that. I definitely agree with that. So that is really cool. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Next question. Have you ever been bullied before, in or out of school? If not, have you ever seen a bullying incident? And if not, if you were to ever see one, how do you think you would react?
Personally, thankfully, I have never been bullied, but there is someone in my class. They get picked on a lot, and
Oh,
like their friends, they always
okay.
talk bad about them. And I tried to talk to the dean about it, and like
Okay.
she talked to the class, but it still kept on going. And in my
Oh,
class, there's
really?
like a lot of like misbehaving kids, and like the teachers have just kind of given up. And like every time like they get picked on, and it's not just like quietly, like they get humiliated in front of the entire class, and I just can't help
Really?
but feel bad. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you've tried to tell the dean about it. And how do you think that person feels when they get bullied? Have you talked to that person specifically?
No, like I don't try to bring it up because like it's not really like like a nice thing to talk about. And like she never really like stays with like one group of people. She's always like all over the place. And like I don't like I've never seen her like had like one specific person like that she talks to all the time. And I've
Okay.
never really like seen her just I feel so bad because it's constant. Like it happens all the
Really?
time.
Oh man, that's so sad. Well, do you think, I mean, maybe you should try to reach out to her and try to like hang out with her and see if she, I don't know, maybe see if that helps the situation, if and maybe she just needs like a real friend, a true friend. What
Hmm.
do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get in contact with her.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Good. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I really do hope that you get in contact with her, because maybe you said that she kind of floats from friends, or she just kind of floats around in school. So maybe she's just looking for that one person to really speak up and just make a difference in her life. Yeah. That'd be cool. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome.
Well,
All right. Next question. If you could pick any dream job when you get older, what would that be and why?
anything with the arts, like whether it's performing arts, visual arts, I love it because
Yeah.
like I said, I'm going to high school for musical theater, and like with your help, I was able to get in, and I just love it. It's just kind of like a way of expressing myself, like through like a different form, and through the visual arts, I love to draw, I love to paint, I love to do all that sort of stuff. So anything like in that area, I'd love to do.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so cool. Can you see yourself like 20 years from now? Where do where do you see yourself performing with the arts? Like what is your dream? Like do you want to be like on stage somewhere? Do you want to be like what is your do you want to be in TV? Do you want to do musical theater? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in like 20 years?
I think something that I like really want to do is just end up on a stage somewhere, whether it's like a small play or like a small musical. I just really want to like go on stage and just talk my heart out and just kind of
Oh.
have a fun time.
Oh, I love that. That's so awesome. And that, that kind of reminds me of when you're on stage and you're feeling good, sometimes like you just like the vibes kind of rub off of each other and you know, um I don't really know how to I'm trying to transition right now into my
Yeah.
next keynote slide and I'm like, how do I do this because this is like a new concept, but it's about the weather. So I'm trying I was trying to cuz I was trying to like how can I bring the weather into this conversation right now? But we're going to check in right now with our friend Victory. Victory, she has a very exciting weather um forecast that she wants to tell us. So let's just share in with Victory over here. So, Victory! Victory, where you at, girl? All right, here's Victory. Victory, how is the weather by you today? How is the weather outside? Okay. Okay. So she doesn't really have much to say. So that was great. Thank you so much, Victory. All right, we're gonna see her later. So that was a little okay. She didn't have much to say about the weather. So all right, so now we're gonna move on to our next question. Our next question for you is who is your role model and why?
Probably my mom. She's like a very positive person. She's always like helping people out. Like even when she's in like a bad mood, like you can tell that she's like always there for people. And she's always been there for me. Like
Oh.
and like she's just like a really nice person and like, I kind of want to look up to be that, like just like a person who cares about people and who wants what's good for them.
Yeah, of
So,
course. That is awesome. Oh, I hope mom is watching. I hope she likes this comment. Who is your role model? Helena's role model is her mother. Can you also say what does your mom do?
oh, my mom is a nurse at Lenox Hill. So
Yes, yes, nurse. Yes, Monica. Her name is Monica Virtual. Round of applause. Snap, snap, snap. Monica, thank you so much for being a frontline worker, essential worker. Thank you for everything that you have done. How has it felt having your mom be a nurse? Like what did that feel like during this whole COVID-19? Can you tell me about that?
it's really scary because like especially during April, she said it was like one of the worst times, and I was always scared that she was like gonna come home with the virus or that she was gonna get sick or like she was gonna have to stay at the hospital, and I did not want her or anybody else to get sick. And she would tell me like everybody at the hospital had like lines around their face and like on her nose and like she would have to like and just the masks were horrible themselves.
Yeah.
You had to put that on your face for 12 hours, run up and downstairs, take care of patients while also being safe. And I'm like, how
Oh
has
my
she
god.
not been like over like just stressed out about the whole thing and like still keep her cool?
Well, yeah, I have like chills right now talking about it. It's just, yeah, Monica, Helena. I mean, that's got to be so scary to have someone, your mom or your dad, or someone that you're really close with, to be in a hospital during COVID-19. I can only imagine what it was like on your family. But thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm sure it's something that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. That your mom was like this hero, basically
Yeah.
during this. Yeah, that's really cool. Ah, yay. Okay. Woo! All right, I got chills. Okay, so moving on to our next question. Our program's title is Be True to You. how do you think that has applied to you before COVID-19, and how does that apply to you now, or how has that changed since COVID-19?
Um, I think to me that means it's just kind of like to stay in your lane, not to like limit yourself, but just kind of go down your own path because just because someone else goes down another one doesn't mean you have to follow.
Yeah.
I just kind of always wanted to be like kind of like my own person. Just kind of feel like you got this, you can do it. Like it's okay to like do what you want to do. And like especially now, I'm like don't like just because you're limited to like the walls that you live in, don't
Yeah.
limit yourself because I've always been just trying to push forward and like do what I want to do, like
Okay.
even if it like meant something's going to try and stop me.
Sure.
Hasn't been there yet, so I'm doing good.
Cool. That's awesome. I love that. Snaps for you. That is so cool. I mean, being true to yourself, I think, is a message that not only fits if you're, say, 18 years and younger. I think being true to yourself is something that we can all relate to. Um, and I personally, me from speaking from experience, especially with everything that's happened with the quarantine and staying at home and being true to yourself during COVID-19, I feel like I've really discovered how strong I am as a person, because you like, how do you come out of this on the other side? How does something affect the whole entire world? It affect you physically, it affects you mentally, and then you got to come out on the other side. And also being stuck at home, you kind of realize like what's really important to you, like the family, the people that you check in with, and like literally like what's important to you around your house. How do you surround yourself and be happy and positive every day? So, yeah, I really love this question because I think it applies to all of us. Doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're an insect or human or anything. So, all right, cool. So, next question. What does your daily routine look like now during COVID-19? And for those that are just tuning in now or just watching, we are interviewing Helena. She is a rock star. She's my rock star neighbor. And we're interviewing her for our Buzz Social podcast, which is now kind of a talk show. So, yeah. So, what does your daily routine look like now during COVID-19?
So I'm still in school, so like the majority of the day it's kind of the same, but I wake up at like 8:39. I go eat and then I go straight to my computer to like do my work. Of
Okay.
course, being me, I procrastinate, so I take a long time to do my work. And
Okay.
I think I stay from like anywhere between 3 to like 5:30 p.m. like the whole day just working. And then after that, I
Wait, does all the work takes you that long, or you're just procrastinating so it takes you that long?
oh yeah, I'm procrastinating and it takes that long.
Okay, so like if you weren't procrastinating, you could be done in like 3 hours.
I feel like I'd be done. No, yeah, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I'd be
Okay.
done. But
Okay, perfect. And then what?
and then after, I usually go to my room, um, whether it's to like use my phone or just kind of relax. And then I go eat, watch TV, and then go to sleep, and then do the same thing
Do it
over
all
again.
over again. Yeah, cool. And so how has Zooming been? You guys are using Zoom with your teachers?
No, I don't know why, but it got weird. The education system isn't allowed to use it anymore. We're using
Really?
something called Google Meet. Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
why. I mean, it works well, but I don't use like my school doesn't generally use it. We only use it if you like need help or like if you want to talk to a teacher, or if you want just like a review. Like we don't use
Yeah.
it for class. They kind of just post it and like you read it and then you figure it
And
out.
you do it on your own time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, that's cool. That's really good to know. Okay, yeah, everyone's daily routine right now with COVID is totally different. Every school, I guess, has their own thing of what works for them. So that's cool. It's really interesting to know. Okay, so next question. Have you ever thought of making a time capsule? If so, what would you put in it? And what do you want to remember from this time?
Oh my, I'd like put so much in it. Um,
Yeah, what would you put?
First thing I put is homemade masks because my mom and I we made like a bunch of like little masks. We have
Okay.
like 50, like,
Yeah.
and I definitely put one of those in there just kind of remember like we weren't allowed to touch people. Like that's a part of communication. Like I
Right.
also
Sure.
put maybe some like trinkets from my room, like just kind of like what I did during COVID to like keep myself busy. I wouldn't put
Okay.
my phone because I need that, but maybe
Okay.
I'd put like maybe I put like some art supplies or maybe some like component of like what I do like now.
Okay.
I'd also maybe put like a photo or two of like
Yeah.
what I looked like.
Yeah, of course, of course. And have you ever done this before, a time capsule?
No, but I've been wanting to do it for like a while. I was reading through one of my old books. It's like
Okay.
this old book for kids that you write in, and then there's like this page where you put like a bunch of things like that you put in a capsule. I wrote that when I was like 9 or 10, and I still
Okay.
want to put those things in a time capsule, and it just kind of like
Cool.
hasn't.
Okay. Do you think now hearing and getting this question during this interview, do you think now it's going to kind of like push you to make a time capsule?
I'm very tempted. I have nothing else
Okay.
to do, so I'm just like get a box, put some stuff in it, throw it in the
Right?
park.
It's an
See what happens.
activity. Definitely gives you something to do. Okay, so next question. Can you share with us one thing that no one knows about you? It can be funny, serious, whatever you like.
I have a big mouth, so like everybody knows something about me. Um, I'm really stubborn. Like, not in like I won't do certain things, but like if it's like my opinion or like if we're like debating, I will
Okay.
stick to my opinion like till my dying breath. Like I don't think people see me as very like I don't really know how to put it. But people don't see me as stubborn until I like start talking.
And then they're like, "Oh gosh."
Yeah.
Then they're like, "We shouldn't have asked that question." Oh, that's really funny. I remember the first time that we worked together doing monologue coaching and acting. That you were just like, you came in, you're like, I was like, tell me about you. You're like, well, I talk a lot. You're like, I love talking. And then like you just like went off on this tangent, and I was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was awesome. Okay, next question. We have a hashtag here with our program, Be Your Inner Warrior. So if you had to come up with a warrior name, would you do? Because that's the question. What would your warrior name be and why?
I think Achilles from Greek mythology because okay, there's some backstory to this.
Go,
um,
go.
the story behind it is when like this young boy named Achilles, his mother would dip him in this magical water, and his entire body would become immortal. Except she would hold him by the ankle to like make sure that like she would be able to pull him back up. And then
Okay.
as he grew older, he became Greece's most fiercest warrior and like the strongest, the best. And then one day he was in battle and got shot in the ankle. And then because he wasn't protected there, he
Yeah.
died. And then and then the reason why I think Achilles would be a nice name is because everybody has an Achilles heel. Like we all have our weaknesses and we all have our like strengths. And like that's what makes us human. Like we have our like we can be the greatest person of all time. We still have like our troubles, our doubts, and that's
Yeah.
what I love so much about it. It's because you can be a powerful person, but be like the powerful person to someone else, but be the
Yeah.
weakest in like your own view. And I just kind of like
Ah.
appreciate that story.
Oh, I love that. That was so well said. Snap, snap, snaps. That was so cool. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That was awesome. Okay. Next question. If you could create your own emoji, what would it look like?
Oh, okay. There's not really a way to describe it, but it's just kind of like like the look where you're just like
wait, wait, do it again. Wait, hold on. Wait, I want to make you bigger. How do I do that? All right, do it again. That would be the emoji.
yeah, it's like kind of like really, but in like a funny way.
I like that. Do it one more time. I love that. That's so awesome. I interviewed this one boy, and he was like 6 years old, and I asked him this question, and then he was interviewing with his mom next to him, and then he turned to his mom and was like, "I think Ashley's gonna create all these emojis for all of us." And I was like, I mean, maybe. I was like, I'm not the best drawer, but maybe if there's someone watching, cough, cough, who has a lot of money and wants to fund a program, cough, cough, I will spend all of that immediate money on creating emojis. So, I think that'd be really cool. Okay, so you might think that this is someone just said that was great, the Achilles. They really loved your let's put that up. They really loved what you said about that. I loved what you said about that. That was awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so you might now think that our interview is over, but it is not, because now we are going to play a game called This or That. So, have you played this before?
No.
No. Okay, so I'm really excited. I love this game. Okay, so here we go for This or That. All right, here we go. Ready?
Hmm.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Sun or moon?
Moon.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Take a risk or just relax?
Take a risk.
Park or the beach?
Beach.
Family time or me time?
Family time.
Okay, do it yourself or buy?
Do it yourself.
TV series or movies?
TV series.
Read books or listen to a podcast?
Listen to a podcast.
Cook food or order in?
Cook.
Wake up early or sleep late?
Sleep late.
Learn a new dish or learn a new skill?
New skill.
Do chores or declutter?
Declutter.
Work out or relax?
Relax.
Movie marathon or TV series binge watching?
TV series binge watch. Binge watch.
Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, or Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Ah. And non-vegan, vegan, or vegetarian?
Non-vegan.
Non-vegan. Cool. Okay. Now, last game. You are stranded on a deserted island. You can only have 5 things with you. What would those 5 things be? Only have 5 things.
A machete, fire starter, rope, a communication device so I can find help, and
And what?
a pot.
A pot. Yes. Awesome. Great job. That was really fast. I feel like you already knew. That was awesome. Can you hear that? Did you hear the crowd clapping?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm still getting used to these Facebook lives and all these sound effects and stuff. That was cool. Have you thought about that before?
Yes.
I feel like
I used to watch a lot.
I feel like all those things came out really, really fast. It was pretty quick. It's you already knew what you wanted. All right, awesome. So before we go, do you have any social media sites or a special talent that you'd like to share with us and your audience, the world?
I don't have any social media, but I do have a bunch of weird little talents.
Okay.
I can cry like a baby. Hold on.
That is awesome. Yes, snaps, Helena. That was so cool. That's when did you discover you could do that?
I honestly don't know. I saw Ariana Grande do it, and I was just let me try that. And I'm
oh my gosh, wow. Well, that was really good. What other weird talents do you have?
My shoulders are double jointed, so I can do.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was okay. Wow, girl, you are talented. Not only are you a dancer, an actor, a singer, but you got double jointed shoulders. I don't even know where this accent just came from. And you can cry like a baby. That's amazing. When you go, you never told me this before, by the way, since I was your acting coach. When you go into a room, you definitely should put that on your resume as special skills. And then because people will skim, they'll be like, Helena. And they'll look at your resume and then they'll see I can cry like a baby and they'll probably be like, can you cry for us? And then you have to do that. And then it breaks the ice and then you audition and then you book the job.
Okay, I might do that.
You definitely should. Because always remember to have that in your back pocket when someone's just like, can you tell me something about you? That is definitely what you should do because it'll get them laughing. It just got me laughing. So your mom is cracking up right now. I love that. Okay, so all right. So our last question. Now, before you go, we all have good days and bad days, but I do believe we are all extremely fortunate to wake up in the morning and contribute to making a difference. And that's what this whole podcast is all about, making a difference and helping those in need. Now, in order to do that, can you pledge with me for today? We have a pledge with our program, Be True to You. So can you pledge with me that together we can take the sting out of bullying and be our truest selves? So will you take this pledge with me?
Yes.
Okay, so put your right hand up and then put your thumb here. Awesome. Yep. Perfect. Okay, now repeat after me. I pledge to follow Biddy the Bee
I pledge to follow Biddy the Bee
and promise to stay true.
and promise to stay true.
We will take the sting out of bullying.
We will take the sting out of bullying.
Together, me and you.
Together, me and you.
Awesome, Helena. Snap, 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 snaps. Yes. Virtual round of applause for our rock star of the day. Now, before you go, can you just give your whole entire audience, the world, the universe, can you give us like a last word, like a mantra that you want your audience, that you want to leave your audience with? Something positive, like a little phrase.
Like, there's this one thing that I made up when I was in like 4th or 5th grade. It was just like, a little flame can burn.
Oh, I like that. A little flame can burn. That's so sweet. Cool. Girl, well, you are burning today. You are burning today. Thank you so much. All right. Helena, can you just wave and say goodbye to your audience?
Goodbye, everybody.
Awesome. Everyone, thank you so much for watching us today and sticking around with us for our Buzz Social podcast. We are so excited to be here every Saturday. We're going to be bringing new interviewees to you. If you have any children or if you know of any children that would want to be interviewed, this interview is only about kids. So we want to hear what your kids have to say because we are engaging our youth in positive conversations. So we are here to empower and to inspire others. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for Buzz Social. And every Saturday when you come back, we're going to have more and more fun things. Like we had that breakfast segment. We're going to have some more singing. We're going to have some dancing. So tune in next week to see what we add to the show. So thank you so much. And I also like to say before you go that I feel like we are all a garden because Biddy the Bee, my mascot, is a bee. So gardens, bees, flowers. And I just want to right now, I just want to spread some water and water all of you. I'm watering the whole entire community because I want everyone to grow and prosper and to be safe and healthy. So I am watering you all so you can grow into your beautiful flowers that you are. So thank you so much, everyone. Happy Saturday. And we will see you next week. And if you haven't ever checked it out, check out our YouTube channel where we have Music Mondays, Wildcard Wednesdays, Storytime Fridays, and in here, Buzz Socials on Saturdays. Thank you so much. Be safe, be healthy, and water your communities. Bye, everyone. Peace out.